Okay, and so it is currently the 1st of June 2023, and we are wrapping up a lab assignment for the summer class of AWD 1111, Lab 0202. And so this is a part two of a video. In part one, we essentially did the first three exercises, and here we are doing exercise four, Grant and myself in this class, and I asked Grant to kind of work ahead and work through these, and Grant pretty much did so without any assistance, so I think he's getting the hang of it, and is ready to go with some answers. Is that right, Grant?
Yep, I've got them.
Right on. So the first one, add a new developer to the database.
So this was my answer for number one. It was a simple insert one uh, command under users with email, password, full name, given name, family name, role, and an empty array for created bugs and comments.
Good deal. And
And
yes,
that's
so
the
what?
same email.
Yeah, didn't we create an index on a unique constraint on the email?
Yes.
So that's the reason why we're getting that. Cool. Number two, as we see on the screen, add a new bug to the database, but only include the minimum required fields, which you could kind of see what was at minimum required on the requirements.
Yep, so this is what was the minimum requirements on the assignment, was just title, description, steps to reproduce, the bug author, and what goes with it, and then a created on new date.
Awesome, looks good to me. I don't know that you need to execute these, but I'll leave that up to you. Next would be number three, assign this bug to a quality analyst. I'm assuming, yeah, you've already inserted that bug, so you don't really want a duplicate bug in there.
Right, yeah.
So number three, how did you assign it to a quality analyst?
So here's that. I added this quality analyst, and then I used update one to assign it to them using set, and then the assign to, we had an object for that,
Yep.
and with their ID, full name, and role.
Awesome. Number four, add a comment to the bug. Now, comments was an array, so presumably an array of strings.
So this is what I did. I ended up having the ID of the person, the full name of the person, the date, and the comment itself added.
Since you had an empty array, you could just use set. You didn't have to use push.
Yes.
Since the comments array was empty, you use set. Now, if you wanted to add another one on, you'd probably use a push there.
Right.
And number five, add a test case to the bug.
This was another set since there wasn't a previous test case, and within the array there was the test name, I had the date that it was created on, and then a Boolean pass true or false.
Okay, great. Now, one thing that we kind of revised yesterday is we went back to our database schema and we added an array of hours to a bug. And that's the beauty of Mongo, is that your schema can change over time. If you missed a requirement, you can go back and add it, and it's flexible. And so some of your bugs might not have hours, but then you change you change your application, you change the way you're inserting data, and all of a sudden your bugs can start having an hours array. So the point is, it's flexible, and that's a good thing in my view. How would you add hours to that bug?
That was question six, actually, so I used set hours to fix, and I'll pull that up.
Yeah, that was add hours to this bug number 6.
And then I added a few numbers to the array.
Okay, great. Number 7 was mark the bug fixed by you with the time it was fixed and the version it was fixed in.
So for this, I pushed a new test case on to the test cases array, and with that new date, and added a version and made it pass true.
So yeah, that's great. You added the version because it says, "Hey, give me a version it was fixed in." So you added something there onto one of your bugs, which is a version attribute that belongs to a test case object inside of an array of test cases. So that's good. And then finally, close the bug. Do not delete it. Information must be retained. Which, by the way, is pretty common, right? So, like, imagine your Facebook account or your Snapchat account or whatever, and when you quit Facebook, you quit Snapchat, which you should do. Quit Facebook, quit Snapchat, by the way. But once you do that, they don't delete you. They're not going to delete your pictures. They're not going to delete your posts that you made. They're just going to disable the account. So it's actually very common to not delete information, more common to just disable it or put a status of closed kind of thing.
Yeah, so that's what I did. I just set the status to closed.
Cool. Now let's just do a dbBug show and just kind of take a look at some of the result of all that.
So there's the assign to and the comments, and then the 2 test cases, one with pass true in the version, and then the hours to fix and the status is closed at the end.
Perfecto. So this would be the 3rd lab that we've kind of done, practicing all of these CRUD operations inside of MongoDB. And so, these 3 labs are in preparation of your hands-on test. That's the last assignment of this week. And so the next step is for you to work on your 2nd hands-on test. This one is on CRUD operations. I'm going to open it on Inside Rankin. It will be due on Sunday. And that will be the last assignment for this week. And then we'll start Monday of next week with a new lecture.